Hello and welcome again to another episode of Challenge Accepted, where you the viewers submit challenges for me to do in-game, whether it's using a specific gun with a preset loadout or attempting to do crazy stunts. The top comments with the most likes in this video will be the challenge that I will do next. With that being said, let's get started. The top comment from the prior video was from Pete Said, and he suggested a no killing run. You get as many points as possible without killing one person. Please like this cause it's a tough challenge and I would like to see him try it. Emoticon happy face with an open mouth. Well Pete, this video is for you, as well as the other 32 people who liked your comment. While this challenge may be ridiculously absurd, consider it accepted, good sir. In all seriousness though, the Pacifist round really isn't actually a bad idea because I feel like it's filling a role that a lot of people are lacking in Battlefield Play for free. So obviously the best Pacifist role that I wanted to pick was to be the medic class, and you know, being a pacifist role can earn you a great deal of points too. While it may not necessarily earn you a top spot in the leaderboards, but it will earn you some kudos from your teammates and people liking you a whole lot for playing the role as a revive person and also giving your teammates health when a lot of people that play the medic class usually don't and just stick with their LMGs and like getting the kills with their light machine guns. Also hoarding the health to themselves. So of course when playing the pacifist role, instead of actually going out on my own and trying to capture flags, I was trying as best as possible to stick with my teammates and provide revives whenever possible. Because one of the nice things about reviving your teammates is you get the equivalent amount of points when you get an enemy kill, so it's 50 points per revive. Also, I did have the shock paddles fully leveled up so that way I could get the best possible health for my teammate when they were revived. So that was also a plus. And I also did have the additional capabilities of throwing down 2 medic packs at once. So I wanted to choose my areas wisely and be able to effectively give my teammates the best possible amount of health within a certain radius or area. Just to let you know, the game was kind of bugging a little bit as far as putting those little messages up on the screen saying you just had an accident or you've just been team switched. So yeah, it was just weird. I don't know why they were just randomly doing that. For the most part, I must say I was pretty impressed with my team. I was expecting to join a game where a lot of the teammates really weren't going to be helping each other and just in it for the kills, whereas a lot of the people in this game that were actually playing the medic class were actually serving the roles just as effectively as I was when I was just doing my pacifist role. Just the only thing is that they were able to shoot at the enemy. So I was pretty much just left with going through and spotting people like a bajillion times in hopes of somebody actually shooting the person and looking at their mini-map. Which, when I think about it, it's probably kind of humorous because I'm sitting there spotting the enemy versus trying to shoot them, and some of the people in the game that are probably looking at me with the shock paddles in my hands are probably like, "Why you no shoot, guy?" And I'm just like, "I can't." And they're probably like, "Why?" And I'm like, "Because I'm a pacifist." Of course, I did break away from the team and decided to take a risky maneuver by just going through and capturing the B point because I noticed it was taken by the enemy, so I kind of got stuck in certain scenarios here and there. Fortunately though, this guy that was firing at me just wasn't having a good time hitting me, especially with that M9. That's kind of a scenario that I shouldn't have got by with. But, you know, I was just kind of being dodgy and like a ninja the entire time. After all that maneuvering, though, I was able to manage to go through and capture B with the help of my teammates yet again. So once B was actually captured, I did make the push back up through the garage to the C-D area. C-D. There were a few times in game when I did debate about using the tracer dart to at least annoy the enemy a little bit, but that wouldn't necessarily fit the idea of a pacifist role because I'm damaging my enemy and hurting them versus not doing any damage to them at all like a pacifist normally should. So I just strictly stuck with healing teammates and reviving them as well as spotting enemies and capturing flags. Of course, a lot of you might think that not being able to get kills in a game is just not really fun, but playing the pacifist role and doing revives and, you know, healing teammates actually gives you a lot of practice into doing that because it kind of trains your mind into those types of scenarios. It's like, oh, I see a dead teammate, let me go and revive him. and to know when it's okay to revive somebody and when it's not. Also, the other training point ability that I had was to be able to see my teammates' health as well as the enemy's health, so that way I knew how to handle certain situations and I kind of knew where to go as far as to be able to read where my teammates needed help the most. Of course, for those hairy situations, you'll see me do a jump and hit the defibrillators to revive my teammate. The reason why I do that is because it makes me a harder target to hit. Also, another tip to keep in mind that still a lot of people don't know about is when using the shock paddles, you do not have to look directly at the dead body to revive the person. All you have to do is just hit the shock paddles in their general area, like if they were standing alive, and they'll be revived. Okay dokie, guys, that's all I have for this challenge accepted video. Just put the comments below, and I'll see you all in the next challenge.